All right, guys, so everybody should be opened up to their homework. We're gonna get our homework checked really quick so we can really move on into our work here. What's up, Cassandra? Oh, they're right in that white box over there. Okay, that's fine, we already talked about that. Attendance, I just need to sign. Where, just here? All right, boys and girls. Okay, guys, can anybody tell me what we were learning about yesterday? Logan, what were we learning about yesterday?
Tally marks.
Tally marks. What do we use tally marks for? Josiah?
To get data.
To get data. Can anybody tell me what you guys were doing yesterday for your partner activity? How did you use tally marks in your partner activity? Addie?
We have to
Right. Great, so you guys asked questions. What's another word for asking questions? Taking a survey. That's our fancy word for asking questions. When we took a survey, did we just ask a question or did we give options to choose? Right, we gave our listener options. We chose 3 different things for our listener to choose from. And then we used our tally marks to take, it's a D word, data. Good job, guys. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to use the information that we worked on learning about tally marks, but we're going to create picture graphs. So it's the same concept, but instead of tally marks, we're going to represent the data or our answers. Boys and girls, I need everyone to be quiet. Ian comes back. We're going to use pictures to represent our answers or tally marks. Okay, it's fine. Just ignore. Okay, guys, so once you have your homework checked, you can flip over to what we're going to be working on today. Now, this isn't in your book. I found this on an outside source. So let's see. Oh, there we are. Okay. Thank you. All right, guys. So what we're looking at up here, it's called a picture graph. Can anybody tell me how it looks a little bit different than the tally charts we were looking at yesterday? Kylie.
It's not tally marks, it's pictures of apples.
Right. Awesome. What else does our picture graph have that our tally chart didn't have yesterday? Take a look. It's a part of the graph. Kara. It doesn't have pictures, you're right. But what part of our graph helps us understand the pictures? Josiah.
If that goes sideways and the other one goes up.
You're right, okay.
And it could be the apple be on the bottom and then.
You're right. You're right. We did fill in a bar chart yesterday. It looked a little bit different. It was flipped over. Guys, I know that we usually call this a different. So we have 3 choices. Didn't we also give 3 choices in our tally charts yesterday? Right. Okay, guys. So let's take a look at some of these questions here. So we have, do more students like apples or pears? Well, let's take a look. Should we count? Let's see. Addie, do you want to come up and count how many apples we have? You could put a little red dot in each one and we'll count it out together. Let's see, we have 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4, 5, and 6. Let's write 6 all the way at the end. We have 6 apples. We have 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs, 4 pairs, 5 pairs. Oh my goodness. We have 7 pairs. Now, I know that you guys are super duper math students and you could do this in your head like a piece of cake, but can you write me a number sentence that can show us how we can figure out the difference? Sure, but can you write the number sentence? How can we figure out the difference? What kind of math problem do we do? Do we add or do we subtract? To find the difference? Good job. What's 7 minus 6? 1. But who? So we have 1 more pair than apples. So what do the students like more? They like pears. You can write pears. Okay, so we already found out the total. Can you find us the total of an orange too, just so we have all of our totals? 4. Can you write that in the box at the end? Okay, everybody should be following along. I should see pencils in your hand. All right. Oh. Okay, I know that we can answer this one as a group. Which fruit has 7 votes? Let's look on the side. Let's look at all of our totals. Alex, which fruit has 7 votes? A pear. Good job, guys. Okay, let's look over at our totals. Which fruit has 6 votes? Eva. An apple. How did you know that? And then what did we do when our classmates raised our hands? Did we just stare at them and say, oh, good, I'm glad that's your answer? What did we do, Kylie?
Put everybody's hands up or up to that choice you picked.
We put tally charts. That's how we collected our data. Hey, guys. So, I have all... Cassandra. Everybody's going to have a blank chart. What's at the top of my chart here? What is this line for? What do you think?
Name.
Logan, what?
Your partner's name.
Well, that's really important too, but what's the most important part of my chart? What am I looking at? The question. Your title. So, if I asked my students, what is your favorite book? Would I write the title to be Peas and Carrots? No. It's a creative title, but that's not what we're looking at. That makes no sense. So you guys are going to write your title at the top of the page. Okay. Now, I have 3 squares on the side. What do you think those 3 squares are for? Eva? Perfect. We put our 3 choices in these boxes here. Boys and girls. Ian. Okay. We put our choices in here. So if my question to you was, what's your favorite color? I would write my choices, yellow, blue, and red. Now, what are these really long boxes for? What are we putting in here? Olivia.
Our picture.
Our pictures, right. Like I said, guys, if you want to get creative, by all means, be as creative as you possibly can. If you would rather just draw a circle or a square to represent your colors or your foods, that's totally fine. We could do that too. But how do we let our readers know what they stand for? Where do we put our pictures? What do our symbols represent? Where do we put them? Where the key is. Okay. So if I have a circle representing my football, I need to write the circle equals footballs, right? How many footballs? We need our readers to know what we're talking about, right? because otherwise it just looks like a bunch of pictures. Guys, I want you to do the best job that you can. Make them colorful, make them fun, because we're going to hang them up on our board, and people are going to come in on Wednesday night and they're going to look at it and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I have a class full of artists in here. You could draw paintbrushes, right? A paintbrush can represent an artist. Or you could just do a little swatch of paint. Maybe Picasso could be blue and Claude Monet could be red. However you guys want to do it. It's your world. However you want to represent your data, you represent your data. But guys, what's the most important part? If 5 people voted for Claude Monet, should I write 7 paintbrushes?
No.
No. We want to show our data correctly, right? Okay, guys. So can I have my paper passers hand out the blanks? And then I'm going to come around and I'm going to hand you guys your cards. But, guys, hold on. Everybody's hands should be down. Okay. I would like you guys to work. You guys can work around the room. You guys did a really, really, really good job today, okay? If you would like to work at a desk, that's fine. If you want to work on the carpet, that's fine. But I would love to put a penny in your piggy bank. We need to be quiet and cooperative, right? Okay. It's now time to get ready for lunch. I know that we kind of just sat down and got situated with our graphs, but we need to get ready for lunch, okay? So if we can come back to our seats very quietly, I'll add another penny to your piggy bank. Okay. All right, boys and girls, really quick. Really, really quick. What kind of chart did we make today? Eva? A picture graph. How did we represent our data, boys and girls? Joseph? How did we show our data today? Brian, you can go back there. Let's go to the grade. Kylie? By drawing pictures. We didn't use tally marks today, but we took our tally marks and created picture graphs, right? Can anybody tell me what a survey is? When we take a survey, what are we doing? What are we asking? Josiah, we're asking questions. Okay, guys, once everybody's back to your desk, Grace is going to pass out your lunch cards. Ian, can you sit correctly in your seat? Thank you. Grace is going to pass out your lunch cards. You can leave everything on your desk, okay? We're going to get right back into this during our intervention block. If you finish, then you could do other things that are on your daily tracker, right? Okay, when I see that everyone's ready for lunch, I can start calling Rose to line up. Let me cut that. I don't know if anybody's ready for lunch yet. Yes. Boys and girls, when you line up for lunch, make sure you're grabbing your coat because we will be going outside today. Okay? Sandra, can you sit correctly in your seat?
That one.
Joseph.
No, I think
Okay. Row 6, you guys can line up for lunch.
Row 6.
Row 6, that's Joseph, Alex, and Savannah. Don't forget your coat today, guys, because it's nice outside, but it's still pretty chilly. And I am on recess duty today, guys, so you need to be on your best behavior, right?
Yeah, we're all not so
It's okay, guys. Group number 1, let's get ready for lunch. Alex, sit. Okay, Alex, let's move back here, okay? That's okay. We're just going to move behind.